To our parents, they're a legendary group from the 80s. To 90s kids, they're responsible for like half the R&B songs in Grand Theft Auto San Andreas. Let's talk about Bobby, Ricky, Ralph, Mike, Ronnie, and Johnny. We finally got a biopic on one of the biggest R&B groups of all time. Props to BET for giving us a miniseries that I actually wouldn't mind them rerunning over and over and over again. The New Edition story basically shows us how the group formed when they were kids and follows their rise to fame and all the drama behind the scenes that came with it as they grew up. I'm noticing a trend with all these musical biopics. The moral of the story usually ends up being read your contract, or the recording industry will screw you every time. That being said, there is so much to say about how good this movie is, or miniseries. It was presented as a 3-night event, so yeah, miniseries. First off, these kids, man, these kids. The boys who play the group in their early days did an amazing job. When you realize the boys are singing for real with their actual voices, it lets you know they really cared about making this authentic. It just goes to show when you have the people that the biopic is based on working with the cast, it tends to pay off. Go figure. Caleb McLaughlin from Stranger Things plays young Ricky Bell. Didn't know Lil Bro could sing. I really feel that they straight up cloned Bobby Brown and had the clone play him as a kid because damn, that boy looked like Bobby. Even down to the gap teeth. I'm pretty sure it was a set of fake teeth, but still it was crazy. Wood Harris from The Wire plays their mentor Brooke Payne. Oh God, this man's performance gave me the feels at least twice throughout the series. You should not be able to pull off a Jerry curl that well at his age, but he does it. We get to see how much time and dedication Brooke puts into making the group work together and ultimately become brothers as they grow up. I also like how the series gives us info about the group that we might not have known about going in. Me being a 90s kid, I had no clue Ralph Tresvant got offered a solo deal off rip. And the series just keeps getting better and better in parts 2 and 3. Brashear Gray from Empire does a really good job embodying Michael Bivins in his 20s, even down to the voice. Seriously, man, bravo Hakeem, bravo. Salute to the actor that plays adult Bobby Brown. He actually made me feel sympathy for Bob even after everything he put the guys through. From the ego, the drugs, being late to shows, there's no wonder they kicked his ass out the group. Sorry, forgot, spoiler alert for something that happened in real life 30 years ago. Not only does the series include most of New Edition's hit catalog, but it also has popular songs from other artists act as musical cues to let you know when a scene takes place. I thought it was pretty dope. And the look and style of the whole thing is such a big part of the story. They really bring the 80s and early 90s to life. In a way, it's a nostalgic love letter to classic R&B and the New Jack Swing era that was happening back then. Don't act like you don't hit that note with Ricky whenever Poison comes on. It's driving me out of my mind. You know you do it. You know you do it. And yes, they include the infamous Johnny Gill Nehu sound when they sing Can You Stand the Rain. It's in there. The Nehu is in there. To be honest, guys, this should be the blueprint whenever anyone makes a miniseries about an artist or group. I'm really glad I got to see it. But what did y'all think? Drop them likes and comments below, but until next time, I got to go.